It's in the game.
Let's go Ducks. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The run inside. It's Peoples. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Handsome. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the right. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Running inside, it's Clark. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Bounced off his feet.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Makes one man miss. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
Well, that was a big third down to get for the offense because their defense is gassed after that last drive, and they could not afford to fail and have to punt and put their defense back out on the field. So I know that wasn't a home run touchdown, but it's fine. You got the first down, and now your defense is breathing a little bit easier on the sideline.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Gets the back moving. Throwing, Sellers. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Bringing the heat. Finds his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. In the red area, it's Clark. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That is how you dunk on somebody. Coach, I'm open, throw me the ball. I'm the wide receiver. He's the defensive back for a reason. Nice play by the wide receiver to get the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. He's on the 40. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. And he could not get loose on the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He'll have enough for the 1st down, gets out of bounds, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Here's a give to Peoples. Inside the 15. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hunt. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Tuggle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
On the draw, it's Clark. Could be an alley. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass, it's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing.
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Here's Peoples. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, we are still locked up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
One more snap coming before halftime. They go play action with Sellers. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Run inside. It's Clark. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sellers. And that's going to be incomplete. Broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. He's got the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Hunt. Oh, out of space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Clark. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Using his feet. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Fourth down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They get to him as he throws.
tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now they take the lead. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Hauls it in. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Breaks the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running inside, it's Hansen. Inside the 35. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They'll give it to people. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. This is a designed run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he's got enough to move the chains, and they just had to have that 4th down. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
This quarterback part of their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Carver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Gamecocks. And we'll move out front here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's the Houston Cougars and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Maybe some room here. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.